Hello everyone, Mason here of RedBeard MTG, and today I'm going to be taking you through a few games of Naya Feather. Now, I got this list from a list Mogwai, Mega Mogwai, great streamer, recommend following him, watching his videos on YouTube. He's played this list, given it a lot of his own touches, thoughts, and things like that, and he's really built it around Season of Growth. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. Now, whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. Essentially does the same thing that Feather does, apart from, obviously, Feather returns the card you targeted one of your creatures with. Well, Season of Growth draws you another card, which is always good. So, what else have we got in here? Gruul Spellbreaker as well. Domri's Ambush, great card. Allows you to deal with both creatures and planeswalkers without actually making your creature fight theirs. Reckless Rage, as you'd expect. God's Willing, Defiant Strike, again, as you'd expect. Samut's Sprint, a card I really enjoy using. Just a red mana to give some at +2/+1 haste and scry 1 just works really well with what you try to do in the deck. Moment of Triumph, more Reckless Rage in the sideboard. 3 Baffling Ends actually replace 3 Leyline of Sanctities that I don't currently have the rare wild cards for. Tecatlion Guard to deal with ETB effects. Krenko to give you a nice wide board. 2 copies of Deafening Clarion just to try and deal with go wide strategies. So what we're trying to do is get one of our many value creatures down on the board, mainly Feather. And go ham with the 1 mana cantrip pump effects, etc. Not always cantrips, we've got scry 1s and such like in here, but the idea is that Feather will return them to your hand. 10th District Legionnaire will get massive. Gruul Spellbreaker can be difficult to deal with. Arcanist combines really well with Feather. If you've cast some of these spells earlier on in the game, they're in your graveyard and you've got an Arcanist out and you get a Feather down, Dreadhorde Arcanist will replay one of these pump spells, and Feather will, it'll go to exile as per Dreadhorde Arcanist's effect, but Feather will return it to your hand, which is always fantastic. So that's the deck we're playing today. We're going to take it through a few games in the ladder, so we're actually playing ranked, currently only gold. So the giveaway that I've advertised is for this lovely From the Vault Wrath of God. Destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated, playable in EDH and Modern. I mean, you can play it in Legacy and Vintage, but I don't think it sees much. So if you're watching on Twitch, then follow the channel and email me your username using this email here. If you're watching later on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Now, if you follow my channel through Twitch, then you'll need to email me your Twitch username so that, well, I know who is in the competition. The winner will be announced on stream Monday, 22nd of July at 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time. 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time. Now that's probably between like 2 and 5 o'clock for Americans. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I do. And I will decide the winner using a random number generator that will be associated with your username. And that is not something I was expecting. Oh, we got a Feather. Could be blue-white flyers. Probably want to get Feather down with some kind of protection. So we're playing Season of Growth there because we're about to Reckless Rage their birdie. Draw a card. Kill the things. There's only one target. You may not play this card. No, seal away. That is fine. Hope they don't have another one. Playing Feather with the Redeemed here. We get to scry. God's Willing will be extremely useful next turn. If we make it to next turn. Well, if Feather makes it to next turn. So it looks like our opponent's on blue-white flyers. Thank you, dear. Stick it down there for me. They've got another Resplendent Griffin. They've got them out the wazoo. We'll just kill it in the face. We'll Colossus Feather. And we'll swing in with Feather. Yeah, Feather brings Collision Colossus back to our hand. Bear with me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a phone call there. So we've got the win here. The Dog Warden has it. Doesn't particularly matter where that goes. We're going to give both of these protection from white, and we're going to ruin our opponent's day. Don't worry about it. They might be on the phone to her already. We've had a bit of drama with my children's mother's dog. That's what the phone call was about, so I apologise for that. Our opponent should see the writing on the wall here, really. Bottom that. So both of our 10th District Legionnaires have protection from white, which means that Lyra cannot block them. It is protection it gives, right? I'm not being an idiot here. Yeah. And just because I'm that kind of person, I'm going to get my flex on. Ah! Took it away from me. Took it away from me. Creature heavy deck. I'm going to put in the Baffling Ends, more Reckless Rages, and the Clarions. This will be very useful with the collision side. Don't want to really go down on the creature package, but we might have to somewhat. Take out Samut's Sprint, a Baffling End, a couple of Spell Breakers. Defiant Strike and Season of Growth. I don't know whether that's right, but if you're just joining us, there is a giveaway today for Wrath of God from the Vault version, shiny foil, ready to ship out. All you got to do is follow me on here, on Twitch, that is, and if you don't want to follow me on Twitch, then head over to YouTube once I upload the video. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. And then I'm going to decide the winner on the 22nd of July at 9 PM GMT. You're going to mulligan this hand. 5 lands is not really ideal. Ugh. But neither is 1. One more land makes this hand really good, but it has to be a red. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put back. What do I put back? Baffling End. So drawing a Season of Growth on first turn was not good for us. Drawing Feather was not good for us. This is going horribly. Mistakes were made. Regrets were had. There's an Empyrean Eagle on the other side of the board. I'm going to have to throw a Defiant Strike on it just so I can try and draw into a land. Right, we get a land. It is not red. That is red. Pay 2 life. I'll let it get in. What to do here? I think I'll just get a Season of Growth down, take the 2. I may regret that. Wish I'd saved the collision, but sure we'll find out. Okay, so he plays a Winged Words. And hits us. And that is fine. That is absolutely fine. White. Red. 10th District Legionnaire. We'll take a land. We'll get in. Leave protection up. Hopefully we won't have to use it, because I'd rather be getting it down than that. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Kill. Fine. Green protection. Let's just get Feather down. And again, we'll leave protection up for her. Opponent plays an island and plays favourable winds. Whoa. Going to use God's Willing to give Feather protection from white, just to prevent this Conclave Tribunal from taking her. Yeah, I'll keep another God's Willing. Gives us God's Willing back. Righto. Let's just get in. See what our opponents do. Only the one block. I'm disappointed. That brings that down to a 3-4. Can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. Sure. Dormry's Ambush. Target a creature I control. Target a creature they control. Dormry's Ambush, targeting Feather to kill the Elite Guard Mage. Probably would have been better to target the Legionnaire, to be honest with you. Thinking about it. Yeah, there's another Empyrean Eagle. We're just going to fire off a God's Willing at the 10th District Legionnaire. Gets us 2 scries, a draw, and a counter on 10th District Legionnaire for 1 mana, which is pretty darn good. Reckless Rage works for me. Another counter on 10th District Legionnaire. We don't need another Clarion. Lovely. Swig in for 8. Oh dear. Okay, I was not expecting that. Not at all. So we'll keep Feather around, sacrifice the 10th District Legionnaire. Gideon's Triumph, the jank got us good. Play a Season of Growth just to get some more card draw going. Yep, Healer's Hawk. Yep. And Ashiok.
I am your greatest fear.
We lose our graveyard.
Remember, your nightmares remain.
Oh, I should have done that in their second main. I'm not going to get the God's Willing back for a while now. That's something to remember with Feather. You should do it on their second main if you're going to do anything. I'm sure we just scribed that to the bottom. Yep. We did. Right. Dormry's Ambush, targeting Feather, dealing damage to Ashiok. Got a couple of Reckless Rages to clear the field. Gonna draw a lot of cards here. And this puts us in a pretty good spot. Hit for 5 with Feather. End our turn. Get back a lot of cards. Discard 8 cards. Oh wow. I don't even know how many we've clicked so far. I don't think we'll need as many Reckless Rages now. Alright, I feel like that is a Gideon's Triumph in their hand. Let's find out. Apparently not. Apparently not. I am pleased. Set a stop in there. Second main. So, short of a board wipe, we should be okay. In game 1 we did see a time wipe from our opponent. So, gotta be considerate of that. Gideon's Triumph as well when we go for lethal. Or there could be something else we haven't seen that could cause us issue, but as it stands we're doing alright. Hopefully our opponent's just in the tank and isn't mad. I'd appreciate not being roped by our opponent while I'm streaming. Again, Wrath of God is our giveaway card. If you're watching on Twitch, follow the channel, send me an email using this information here, telling me your Twitch username. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and the winner will be decided Monday 22nd of July on stream, 9 PM Greenwich Meridian time. Anyone who enters will be assigned a random number. Well, not a random number, but a random number generator will determine who gets this card. And it is a nice shiny foily from the Vault Wrath of God that is in pretty decent nick for a from the Vault foil. So that's it, our opponent ropes us all the way down like a salty individual, and we hit gold tier 3. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. You get some XP. Let's go on to game 2. Tea. My old lady knows I love a good cup of tea while I'm streaming. Opponent goes first. Can live with this. Need another white source to be able to get Feather down. Another source of any kind lets us get Gruul Spellbreaker down. That doesn't allow us to get anything down. Yeah, we'll give Wild Growth Walker a bit of boost to try and hit our land drop, and we do not. Dang. This is not a good start against Nissa. Oh dear.
Together we will prevail.
Oh dear, oh dear. And that is a Carnage Tyrant that they can cast next turn. We are pretty much knackered here. I'm not going to show any more of what we're doing to our opponent. Baffling Ends, Tocatliona Guards, creature removal. Go down the Arcanists. Go down Sprints. Go down all the collisions. And go down a Spellbreaker. And let's hope this is right. We'll take the play. Yeah, this is a better looking hand. I don't want them getting up to any nonsense really, so I'm just going to get rid of the Llanowar Elves. Slow down their Nissa. Gonna go all hasty with this and get in. So depending on what they play this turn, which are Llanowar Elves, which is fine. We're gonna Domri's ambush the Wild Growth Walker. Makes our Spellbreaker bigger, gets rid of one of their better threats, and lets us swing in for 4. They can Nissa this turn if they get it. They don't. Oh, they've got dupes. So, no protection. I'm going to get him for 7. Hopefully make it so dupes is pretty irrelevant. Yep, I suspected to get rid of the bigger one. Just gonna pump it up as much as possible. Yep. Yep. So we lose our Spellbreaker, which isn't ideal. Hopefully they've got nothing to follow it up with, because that might have been a huge mistake. I kind of went all in on drawing the cards with Defiant Strike though, so I'm hoping for the best. 10th District Legionnaire is pretty good, but not unbeatable for them. Plays a forest. Plays a Carnage Tyrant. Ugh. So that is a pretty significant clock for us, which isn't great. And we're dead. Well, if nothing else, that game was quick. Yup. Right, let's go again. We're gonna go first. No creatures, we mulligan. Okay. Gonna put back Collision Colossus. Yeah, we'll keep the 6. Opponent plays a Sacred Foundry and passes the turn, which means that Arcanist could be about to eat it. But he does not. We don't draw another white source for Feather. We have done now though. Kinda wish we hadn't played land. Hopefully draw God's Willing. And the gods weren't willing us to. We get in with Dreadhorde Arcanist after playing Season of Growth. Chandra.
Let's do this.
In red-white.
What's that smell?
What in the world are they playing? Right, there's some protection. Absolutely delightful. And for now, we are just gonna ignore Chandra. And we're gonna keep God's Willing up for our lovely lady friend Feather.
Let's light it up.
Phoenix. Use God's Willing on Feather now. Resolve all. Protection from red. Boundary to the bottom. And there you have it, friends. And we are going to get straight in. Hopefully they will choose to block Feather with the Phoenix. So we can use God's Willing, protection from red. Get another God's Willing. I'm okay with that. Domri's Ambush. Oh, protection from red. I'm trying to target Feather with something it has protection from. Doing really well here. And we've got God's Willing up and available. ×2. So I'm really happy with where we're at here. Gonna have to start knocking Chandra down a bit.
There's no problem fire can't solve.
Yeah, we'll let that happen. Protection from red. I don't want them to know about the second one. My turn. Right. To combat. They may choose not to block with the Phoenix, or they might block again with the Phoenix. Again. Nope, chooses not to. Oh, chooses to go for the one attacking Chandra. We are going to Colossus the Arcanist just to get some damage through, keep it alive.
Time to fight fire with fire.
Yeah, resolve all. And then once again, target a creature I control, target a creature they control. Hope we haven't played a land. We have not. Lovely. And we end the turn there. After discarding roughly 1 million cards. 5. Blooming heck. What have we got too many of? It's just so many cards, that is absolutely crazy. Yep.
This is just gonna be bad for you.
Oof. So we can kill them next turn if they go for this big Chandra. Use God's Willing to give Feather protection. Should they go to kill Feather anyway. We'll see what they do. The Collision Colossus we've got in our hand allows us to win next turn regardless. Yep.
Get out of my way. burning up here.
Sorry about that. Sure. Protection from red. Stomping grounds bottom. Give me that God's Willing back. So Domri's ambush, take down Chandra. I just don't like the way she looks at me.
You're gonna be sorry when I come back.
Collision Colossus on that geezer. The Arcanist. And then beat face. Wait. Oh, Collision Colossus went to exile because of Feather. Gotcha. I don't know, red. It's a good thing we were already going to win. Otherwise that would have buggered our plans up. To damage. Nice one to our opponent for not just conceding, let us beat their face. It was an enjoyable experience. Right, so we saw a lot of phoenixes, so baffling ends are good. And probably more reckless rages. Collisions are great. Maybe defiant strikes aren't so much. Kill. Kill, 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 kill. With my opponent on the play, that seems like a pretty weak hand. This seems like a pretty good hand. Like a pretty good hand. So pretty. And we'll put the Spellbreaker back, I think. Ooh, another Legionnaire. Lovely. We've got a mobilised district. Yeah, I'll keep another God's Willing. Great card. Yep, another mobilised district. Ixalan's Binding. It's a good thing I've got this God's Willing. Oh! Oh! Right, well, we'll get the card draw off it. Before it goes. Yep, keep that. And we'll give it protection from red, sure. We don't need another land, I don't think. Hopefully we don't have to use this God's Willing, because we have no way of recurring it right now. Cool, 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 cool. We have an answer to Feather in hand. We're going to get in with both the Legionnaires. Vigilance. Right, let's see which one they target. If they go to block the bigger one. No, they don't. Does it have a colour? 3/3 citizen. Creature, land, citizen. There's no colour. Fact, no, cancel. Yep. Oh, we don't have an answer to Phoenix in hand. Totally forgot. We have an answer to that in hand. Okey-doke. We'll keep that. So we've got seasonal growth on top. They might choose to block the Arcanist. Yep. That is fine. Oh, I left seasonal growth on top, forgetting it was under an Ixalan's binding. Oh, I'm a fool. I am a fool. I'm going to set a stop in the second main phase and I'm going to get it to the bottom. Protection from red. So if we can get another pump spell, which we did, we get to put this one well and truly to bed. Boom. Good game, block. Good game. Hello, Jordan. Ooh. Sorin. Oh, that's the Planeswalker deck one, isn't it? So we've got an orb. Should we have a look at what we can get, ladies and gents? Aether Gust. Dungeon, guys. We'll go with Aether Gust. And then we will get back to our complete, utter domination with Naya Feather. So if you just tuned in, Jordan, I shall keep that. Right, so Hallowed Fountain, could be anything. Esper, Jeskai, Blue White Flyers, Thought Erasure. Right, so we're playing against Esper. And they choose to take the Spellbreaker. So we're just going to try and wail on them with the 10th District Legionnaire. Set a stop in the second main. Do we want that now? I think we probably do. Protection from black. And we draw a Sun Petal Grove. Another creature will be really good here. Protection from black. So our opponent's on a pretty decent clock. I'm going to change my cat to black. Because everyone knows black is the best colour in MTG. Dang! Dang, 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 dang! Darn you, Esper. Darn you. Oh, and there's a Teferi now. Everything gets worse. Blech.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Let's skip to the good part.
Yuck. Oh! Feather, you came! You came! +1 counter on hit. Oh. Dang. Auto tap! Bloody auto tap! Oh! I think I just sprint it, don't I? And I don't die. Oh, they're trying to beat it. Damn. Damn! Damn diddy damn. Feather's dead. We're probably dead. That's an 8-8. This is
No
disgusting.
time for a break.
F you, Esper. F you. Cannot wait for Teferi to rotate out. And we're dead. Happy magical fun times. Right. Reckless Rage is next to useless. We don't have much else. Ugh. Try Krengo. We don't really have much for the control matchup. Probably going to look at putting a couple of Veil of Summers in the sideboard. Control's on the rise again. People have stopped playing Little Teferi as much. This seems to be an Esper build more like the ones from the meta when Little Teferi was big. But that Dovin's Veto really just kind of shot us in the foot. And if we'd have had a Veil of Summer in hand, we'd have been pretty okay. So that wasn't good enough. We don't have too much green here. We can try. Put back. Clifftop Tree. No. Feels bad, but we're putting back a Domri's Ambush. Sacred Foundry tapped and pass. Clifftop Retreat and pass. Fun, fun games of Magic. Krenko, hope it survives. He does not. Haven't seen him play Mortify in a long time. Could really have done with a land there. Thank you for following Jordan Louise too. You will be entered into our giveaway. Teferi's going to bounce it to hand.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. I've got it.
A land here allows us to Samut sprint. Oh, just give me a land! Just going to Samut sprint the Arcanist. Go away. Should have attacked a fairy. Forgot about that. Preventing the instant speed shenanigans.
Trust me, I have a plan.
I might have thought a Rage was here. Nope. Just gonna attack the fairy first. Doesn't matter, I can't cast them. Ugh. And put them under a bit of pressure, I don't know.
I've got time.
We'll give the Spellbreaker haste. They could do exactly the same thing again, which would be sad and unfortunate. Nope. So we get rid of the Teferi.
Round two.
And we've got a God's Willing up just in case. That is a Thief of Sanity. Also known as the Big Scary Monster. God, I wish we had a punt spell. So they kind of need a Kaya's Wrath to survive here. Take whatever you want, friend. Cannot stop you. So they did not take Season of Growth and Sun Petal Grove, and I was not expecting Psychic Corrosion. Oh, they scoop it up. Right, so we get a game 3 against these guys. Let's go. Taking down Esper feels real good. So we've still got Domri's Ambush in to take care of, and Collisions to take care of the Thieves. Let's hope we can get off to a good start. Oof, relying on Krenko might not be too good an idea. I'm gonna throw it back. 2 lands. 2 white sources for Feather. Still need a red. Gonna put back the Collision. Collision Colossus can go back. Just get another Domri's Ambush. Kind of wish I'd sent that back now. Ooh, we get the red source. Lovely jubbly. So they shock themselves for that. And play a Thief of Sanity. We're going to play Feather out here and hope they don't have an answer to her, because she blocks Thief. Yep. That is all 100% fine. Come here. Target creature I control. Target creature I don't control. Oh, and we draw into the God's Willing. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yep, give us our cards back. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I am all about that. We're going to mill some stuff. Lost a feather there. Chooses to shock themselves and plays Cleansing Nova. Son of a gun. Putting our opponent under quite a bit of pressure now. Very sad to see Feather go. What can you do, Zoe? Patient rebuilding. Okay. Target opponent puts top 3 in the graveyard. Sure. Oof. 10th District Legionnaire could be the win here. And that is it, that is the win. GG, well played, sir. Bahalendil, good game, thank you very much. On that note, I'm going to bring the recording to an end, but I'm going to carry on with the stream. So one more time, a giveaway for a From the Vault Foily Boy Wrath of God. If you're watching on Twitch, you need to follow my channel and send me an email using these details here, giving me your Twitch username. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. Each person who enters will be assigned a number and a random number generator on stream on the Monday 22nd of July at 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time will decide who gets the card. Thanks very much for watching. I am Mason, this is RedBeard MTG. Good luck and have fun.